Hello, I'm Liam. This is my YouTube channel, obviously, I think. But, I don't know. In this video, I'm just gonna randomly tell random mental hospital stories. Because I have a lot. Because I'm very mentally ill. But anyways, let me just... It's a vibe. I know there's a quote that's... This is not... I don't know. It reminds me of these. A quote that's like, when you look through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. Or something like that. I don't know. Let's start this. So, one time these girls were not really happy for some reason. I guess they just really don't like the rules that you can't go into each other's bedrooms unless it's your roommate or whatever. They decided to break the rule and go in each other's rooms, which at first I was like, okay, whatever. People do that. Most that happens is they get yelled at. I don't know how it escalated so quickly. But then they were throwing pee. They were peeing in cups and throwing it, which was disgusting. And then there was a bunch of them too in one room, all just throwing pee and throwing other things at staff, especially. It wasn't the other kids, it was staff. And of course, they had all the rest of us like go somewhere else, like to a room or something. Well, or out. I don't know. I was in my room under a desk for some of it. It was a lot of yelling and throwing pee, and I didn't want pee thrown at me, so I wasn't going near that. And so they ended up throwing pee at nurses and the other staff. And I remember one of the nurses, it was not a good time. It was like, why would you throw pee? What are you? 5? 3? Are you 3? I mean, we're at a mental hospital, so. And I think one of the nurses or something ended up charging a bunch of the kids. I don't know what happened with that. But, yeah, don't throw pee at people because they can charge you for assault. I find it funny though. Another, I didn't even see my lips move for that. Another random story is mental hospitals. Basically, everyone just gets constipated because no one wants to use the bathroom in front of people because 1, the toilets are usually loud. 2, it's just awkward. And 3, medications. And 4, the food. And so it was a topic everyone talked about. It was just like that. But yeah, every 5 minutes someone's like, I can't poop or something, or they just fart. There was a lot of farting at a lot of these places I went. And then someone had to get an enema or whatever it's called. And I heard a whole story from that, and I was like, okay. Jesus. Or someone like pooped themselves once. It happens. Especially when you're on medication that can mess with bowel movements. And the fact you get asked most places every day, when was your last bowel movement? Like, I don't think most people keep track of that. It kind of just happens and I don't know. Okay, so this next one's like a funny story, but it's also not a funny story because it was really kind of messed up. But okay, so here we are, we're chilling. Most of us are in the group room watching Despicable Me or Minions or something around that line. And this girl, she just got there. She's on her period. And she really wants to take a shower because she feels absolutely disgusting, which is understandable. And the staff are like, no, it's not shower time. We're not going to give you towels or anything. And the girl's like, I'm going to take a shower anyways. You do. Like, I think she like bled through and everything, so that's also a reason. So it's like, just let the poor girl take a shower. But anyways, they walk in on her taking a shower and kind of like try to pull her out or something. I forgot exactly most of the details, but there's a lot of screaming, and we're all like, what the heck? And so, obviously, it's not nice to have someone walk in on you and grab you or, like, expose you when you're naked. So they were yelling at her, and she was obviously upset. She was getting really upset. And then they're all like, everyone go to the group room. We're like, why? And the group room has these windows. And you think to close the door, the close the door doesn't do much. But they closed the door thinking that would stop the sound. Anyways, they booty juiced her. If you don't know what booty juice is, it's when they inject, like, anxiety meds, basically. Like, calm down. Like, a chill pill. But, like, shot form. Into your butt or thigh. Mostly your thigh. But it's booty juice. So she got booty juiced. And that was a lot of screaming. Kind of traumatic. But anyways, all of us patients were getting really upset because that wasn't right what happened, to be honest. Like, this poor girl just wanted to take a shower. Like, I get it wasn't shower time. But when you're on your period, you feel gross. And you shouldn't get booty juiced over it. But anyways, all of us were like, yo. And the staff was coming in like, it's okay. Everyone's okay. It's okay. I was crying, bawling my eyes out. A lot of us were actually freaking out because there was a lot of yelling and screaming. Someone just got booty juiced. And they're just going around like it's okay. Like, no, it's not okay. What are you talking about? But so all of us started building this fort, basically. We took chairs that were in there and we were shoving them to the sides because there's a blind spot in the corner of the room. So we all put the chairs and we're all sitting there. And one of the rules is no touching, no hugging, no whatever. But we didn't care. We all started hugging and we're crying. And the staff were like, stop. But they're also too distracted with booty juice. The girl that just got booty juice. So they weren't paying too much attention. But they're like, stop. You guys need to stop. You can't be in this corner. You can't be hugging. You can't be touching. And we're like, because no. The staff just kept saying we're okay. And like, being assholes. And we weren't going to deal with that. And that's actually, I adopt people as my children. Like, I don't know, I'm a dad, but like, not actual dad, but like, they're my children. So I adopted one of my children there during that incident. And there was like Despicable Me or Minions or something that like the soundtrack was in the background. So when I hear that now, that's what I think of. But it was just great how all of us were just like, no. Hugging and everything. We got some really good hugs. I felt bad because some of the times it was some of the people's first time being in the mental hospital. And it was some of them their first nights. And I was like, I promise you it's not this bad most of the time. I mean, that place was kind of bad, but not the worst I've been in. That was traumatic, but kind of funny looking back at it, but also kind of traumatic, kind of funny. Okay, so at that same place, there was this puzzle. Actually, I have the puzzle. My child sent it to me. Hold up. This specific puzzle. This one right here. I love this puzzle. I did every day, multiple times a day, when I could. And I basically was memorizing where the pieces went, which was crazy. It's 300 pieces, by the way. But I just kept, like, I memorized it. And I remember, like, other people, like, my goal every day was I had to do it at least once or else I'd go crazy. And other people will do it, and they're like, how are you doing so crazy? I'm like, well, there's nothing much to do in between groups. So, obviously, I'm going to memorize a puzzle. It's a nice puzzle. I was so happy because when my child mailed it to me, because I was like, oh, man, I really missed that puzzle. And they got it for me. And mailed it to me. And I was like... So this is a residential story. If you don't know what a residential is, it's a mental hospital, basically, kind of, but longer. And usually not as strict, but some of them are. But this one was different. It had lodges, different lodges. And there's also, like, the cafeteria lodge place. So there's outside areas, and we go outside sometimes. But anyways, there's this... So elopement, like, trying to run away from that place, it was code green. And so... there was a lot of people who tried to run. I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't. But me and my friend would always make this joke, because this is, like, also, like, mainly, like, an eating disorder treatment place also. So me and my friend were, like, we talk about, like, joke about it. Like, we've almost done it, but we joke about it, and we're, like, and then we make the joke, like, if we try to code green, we just pass out. the lack of food. And another mental hospital story is that a roommate whose name was also Liam, which is funny. And yeah. Okay, I was going to make this video longer with more, but remember, it's all over the place. But maybe a part 2. If I can think of more. I have more. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.